Jacksonville, Florida. And we're in Jacksonville, Florida tonight to go to the Florida Theater to see Extreme headlining with support act Living Color. I love the band Extreme. I mean, love Extreme. Pornography I could probably listen to every day of my life and never get bored with it. It's one of the most perfect albums I've ever heard. But they have a brand new record out here today, or since last year rather. Their sixth record, appropriately called Six. I've seen Extreme play many times throughout their career from the first record up until tonight. I was very stoked to see them come and play in Florida. They played Orlando Friday night, Tampa or St. Pete last night, and Jacksonville tonight. So it actually worked out because we had plans on Friday night where we couldn't get to the hometown Orlando show. And last night St. Pete looked like it was going to be a mess because they had F1 racing going on down in that area also. And plus it was outdoors and with the forecast of rain, so we figured Jacksonville was the safe bet. It doesn't look like tickets are selling at least completely out in the Florida Theater. So we'll see how the crowd is. But the last time we saw Extreme was at the Orlando Hard Rock Hotel, and that was 2017. That was a really interesting experience because I was part of the Velvet Sessions, in which artists typically play like acoustic sets in the lobby of the hotel. But they didn't know, I guess, where they were playing as far as venue-wise. They had full electric gear, and they shorted out the power no less than like 5 times throughout the night and got frustrated that the power kept going down. But it was an incredible show.
True story. I just checked in. I was walking down the hall to go have a little birthday dinner at the Palm. Yeah, thank you. I turned 29 yesterday. Two. And as I was walking down, I was walking down. This was empty, completely empty. There was nothing but a little bit of a stage, like a little platform right here. I saw that the Velvet Sessions, I saw it over there. I go, that's where we're playing. We're playing in that room. It's the Hard Rock. It's probably like a great venue. They all have great venues. As I was walking by, I looked at this and I thought, man, can you imagine? I felt bad. I said to myself, the fucking band that has to play in the lobby of a hotel. I swear to God, I was thinking, I was feeling for them. I'm like, what a tough fucking gig. You know, they come in. There's like no production, you gotta play like people are checking in and telling you to turn down. And it wasn't until my manager said, let's go see the stage. And we were the losers that were playing in the lobbies.
We then saw Nuno solo 2 times since then, part of the Generation X tour with Zach Wilde and Steve Vai. Very excited to see the band come back together and playing full tour, and I couldn't be any more happy or stoked to be going to see this show tonight. We've never been to the Florida Theater before. This is a historical landmark. As we were driving up the block, Pat Badger was literally standing right here. And I was like, oh my God, Pat Badger's just standing right outside here. Like, he's disappeared now. This is what we're looking at merchandise-wise. So you have 3 shirts, or 4 shirts. Got an autographed drum head there too. Living Color has merch here too. The world's smallest merch table. Oh, this is what the theater looks like inside. Really pretty. Drumhead, by the way, $200 cash. But this is what we're looking at. And this is the view from the cheap seats tonight. 4th row. This is what the theater looks like inside too. multi-level. Really nice architecture. So up first is Living Color. We're going to take the stage at 7 o'clock. It's an early bird Sunday night. We've seen Living Color twice in the past. It's been a number of years since I've seen them live.
Tonight, my name is Maitland. I'm the president of the theater. It is great to see you here for a great double bill of live music tonight. Thanks for coming downtown on a Sunday night.
Thank you so much, Jacksonville. We like to dedicate this next to one of the true rock and roll warriors, Mr. Wayne Kramer of the MC5.
I was fortunate enough to be a part of the original Sugar Hill rhythm section that cut all those classics by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the Sugar Hill Gang, the Sequence, the Funky 4+1, and more. And now, Living Color's gonna do something special just for you!
Extreme up next. The roadies are making fast work out of everything. The time draws near. Billy Squire fills the air. Pretty sure this is Mary's favorite artist of all time, maybe next to Judas Priest.
So far, thank you for the warm welcome. Appreciate y'all. How many of y'all seeing Extreme for the first time tonight? What the fuck took you so long? Been busy for like 38 years, couldn't fit it into the schedule, man. And I'm just messing with you. That actually excites us more than anything. Welcome to the new family. Welcome to our family. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully it won't be your last show here tonight. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate that.
Go
And then I was like, no, Vernon's going on before me. Shit. And as a guitar player, that's never fun. Yeah, go ahead, laugh your ass off, brother. Go ahead. I know. So I figured I'd hit him up and I'd be like, you know what, man, hey, I'm really excited you're coming on with us. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be cool. Would you mind, maybe just pulling it back just a little bit? Maybe not going crazy with all those crazy fusion jazz shit in the key of Be Quiet. I don't even know what's happening over there, man. But I'm just fucking with you. Give it up for Vernon Reid, everyone. I've met so many people that have gone through some really hard times when it comes to losing someone, and especially with me, when an artist loses a best friend like I did a few years back, all you can really do to heal is you put your pen to paper, you write a little bit of a melody, and that's how you grieve, that's how you heal. And but sometimes after that, if you do record the song like it is on the album, sometimes it in the chance that it may help some of you heal as well and go through what you're going through as a little bit of a soundtrack to help you out. My heart is in a hurricane, and I have emptiness and pain. Is this the storm before the calm? Yeah, where the moon spills through the trees and the crow calls out to me in harmony. Sing along. My heart is in a hurricane, gusts of emptiness and pain. Is this the storm before the calm? Where the moon spills through the trees and the crow calls out to me. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. That you wouldn't have to say that you love me. Come on, Jacksonville. Take me home tonight, down beside the river line. You gonna let it all hang on? Flat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Yeah! That sound alright to you, man? I'm not digging it. I don't want to play this guitar anymore. Give me another guitar, John. Give me something different. Yeah! Let's see if this is any better. Sounds good, but I hear a bit of a buzz. Do you hear that? I think you can hear that.
Show's over. Wow.
That was great.
Wow. Gonna need a little bit to decompress. All right, so I am back home after the show. Just a couple last thoughts here. First off, the set list was awesome. I think the set list pulled well, especially from the first 4 records. And then the new record. I think most bands go on tour these days, and it's kind of a nostalgia act, and people want to see just all old stuff. And there are a few bands out there, you know, I'm thinking like Judas Priest and Metallica, Iron Maiden. They really inject into their set lists of current tours, like at least like 50% or so of the songs being new songs. And that's kind of the formula that Extreme followed as well, which is great because they're on touring based off of a new record that they're out there supporting. But it may not be great for some of the fans in the crowd that are going to see some of these bands that are older also. You do get some folks that kind of just staring blankly ahead because they don't know some of the new material, and you get some other folks that are super into the new stuff. And by the way, that new record, it's fire. So if you haven't checked it out, I would suggest go ahead and check it out. But there are a lot of folks that kind of just sit and they're totally... not into the new stuff, and they just want to hear the hits. And there's also, you know, I think when you get to like Extreme, especially, unfortunately for them, but probably fortunately for them, really, because it's still making a ton of money for them in residuals, I'm sure, is the fact that some people will go to see them specifically for More Than Words or Wholehearted. And those are kind of the big songs, and everyone's waiting to hear them. And, you know, they think of like these 2 mellow songs, and then they come out like blazing. And this is part 2 of the talk here, is that they just sounded phenomenal. The sound was like hitting like a wall of bass and guitar and drums. It was just sonically awesome. I'm not sure on the new record what they're tuned to. You know, I'm assuming it's probably like a D tuning at some point, or for some of the songs, it's just so chunky and heavy. It was awesome. It was awesome to see. It was awesome to feel. It just literally went like right through you, both guitar and bass. And speaking of guitar, I mean, it's just Nuno. It's just different level altogether. And I'm going to focus a couple minutes on Nuno here. The guitar playing, phenomenal. Some of the sounds and the tone that he had, even when you get to Am I Ever Gonna Change? Being able to play like the delay parts live, just mind-blowing. And I think when you're tracking that type of stuff, it's usually multi-guitar type of takes. And they're able to just pull it off live. 1 guitar, 1 bass, and 1 drum, you know. So super, super impressive. The other part of the Nuno equation is the fact that not only is he like kind of taking center stage because of people going to see him for the guitar stuff, but you have Gary on stage, who I think is extremely underrated in the world of rock vocalists. But Nuno equally providing vocals, but also being the mouthpiece when he's on stage. For the most part, during the show, you get a couple of times Gary saying, you know, how's everyone doing? But Nuno really kind of takes to the stage and interacts with the crowd, good or bad, to really kind of build a better rapport. And he comes off very genuine, and very thankful and concerning about fans continually supporting the band and also chasing their dreams and doing what they love and things. But then on the flip side, at one point of the show, he came out wearing a backwards baseball hat, and during the song threw it up in the crowd. It literally landed on somebody's lap that was in the row in front of us to the side, where folks just sat the entire time. And this has sparked the debate of like, you're paying for a ticket, you know, do you stand or sit for a show? I'm of the mindset that if you're there to rock, you're going to be standing up, and, you know, kind of the Dilligaff feeling of, am I blocking somebody else's view? What's the difference? I'm paying for a ticket. You want to show some respect to that band, and you're standing and you're rocking out to that band. That's the way I feel. But the gentleman on the other side of the row, he definitely didn't. And Nuno let him know, like right at the end of the song, he was like, unfortunately, I threw that hat to the guy that could give a shit less about like any of the stuff that's going on stage. He really didn't care about me or anything that we're doing. So, you know, maybe he can give the hat to somebody else. And he's brutal like that. And somebody else that was standing in front of us the entire show, like up against the stage, with his phone vertically, filming everything for the entire time, the entire show. And at one point, when they went to go play More Than Words, and Nuno was sitting down, made a joke about the fact that when you reach 57 years old, sitting down is like better than having an orgasm at that point, especially after playing like 90 minutes worth of show at that point. So the audience all sat down, except for the one guy standing up, still filming, and Nuno let him know, you know, like, hey, you can sit down and you could stop filming this stuff. And the guy just oblivious, still standing there filming the entire time. So good and bad, Nuno is the mouthpiece and really the center of attention. And the last thing I could say is just, there's so many Van Halen entanglements with this band. And I think, you know, ever since the debut record came out and Nuno was shredding, there were comparisons to like him kind of having the early Van Halen sound, that shredder sound. And then, of course, Gary going to front Van Halen after Sammy left in the 90s and then coming back. But so many tributes throughout the show, including Nuno kind of breaking out the yellow stripe guitar, which, by the way, was still Washburn. It wasn't a Charvel or Kramer or a Frankenstrat or anything. It was another Washburn guitar, but classy, done in a classy way. With the yellow stripes, but more so even with the, you know, along the classy lines, just continually injecting parts of Van Halen songs in between songs that Extreme was going to play, not full songs, just riffs here and there, including Eruption, of course, there as well. So as a Van Halen fan, especially, I wore my Eddie shirt last night, and it warms the heart, like thinking like somebody's still carrying on that legacy. And if there is anybody to carry on that legacy, of course, like you have Satch and you have Vi, and these guys that are shredders, but they're more technically based, I think, or more well-produced sounding and not that raw type of shred sound. And Nuno carried it forward, and it was just so cool to see. But in any event, long-winded, great show. I'd suggest going to check them out on tour. Hopefully, this is towards the end of this tour. I don't know if it's towards the end of the tour altogether or just this leg. Hopefully, they come back around again. Whether they're in an opening slot or the headlining slot or they had to get some like festival bills or something, like, it was great to see them. I think it was between the 4th record and the 5th record, like 13 years. And this time around, it was like 15 years for the new record. It was well worth it. And it was awesome to see those songs live, too. But in any event, I'm getting out of here. Thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.
Take a look.